Welcome to this week's Everything You Need to Know in 3 Minutes. I'm Michael Brooks. Each week on Everything You Need to Know in 3 Minutes, we take a topic, break it down for you in 3 minutes, give you everything you need to know, and some opinion as well. On this week's Everything You Need to Know in 3 minutes, law enforcement officials need to stop demonizing and threatening their victims and critics. Everything you need to know starts now. Now, last week in Cleveland, Ohio prosecutor Timothy McQuinty accused the family of 12-year-old shooting victim Tamir Rice of, quote, being economically motivated in their pursuit of the officer responsible for killing their son. Now, everybody remembers the story of Tamir Rice. He was a boy who was playing at the park with a toy gun. He was set upon by two police officers, shot and killed essentially on sight. Charges inexplicably have not been brought against that police officer, and the Ohio prosecutor has had the temerity and the gall to try to say that the mother of this victim is trying to get a profit from holding the officer accountable. It's inexplicable and disgusting, but it fits a long pattern. Let me take you through some of this history. Back in the 1990s, in the NYPD Rudy Giuliani era, Patrick Desmond was killed by the NYPD in a botched drug setup. Giuliani released the jury file illegally, according to many, and said he was no altar boy. So in other words, Patrick Desmond, after being killed in a mess up by the NYPD, the victim of a shooting, was smeared by the mayor in what some journalists considered to be an illegal leak. Sean Bell, people talked about the partying going on before he was shot in his car by NYPD officers as well. People attempted to demonize Eric Garner, the man who was choked out for selling loose cigarettes in Staten Island. This fits a long pattern. On the other end of the extreme, Quentin Tarantino, the film director, who went out and participated in a march against police brutality and violence and said, obviously not all police are murderers. Obviously, many police are doing great and important jobs. But the reality is that from Tamir Rice to Walter Scott to any number of other cases that we could point to in today's age, that murder is murder regardless of who is committing it. The response of the police was not, oh, we want to change and improve things. The response has been to threaten Quentin Tarantino, to say, quote, we have surprises in store for you. This is the reality of modern policing. And until police can clean their own house, stop demonizing the victims of their violence and threatening people who criticize them, they are not going to be respected and have the type of relationship they need to have with all of the American public, which is vital for everyone. And that is this week's Everything You Need to Know in 3 minutes. I'm Michael Brooks.